guys, I am so excited to share what we do for morning time. Basically, the kids grab their breakfast, I grab my stuff from my basket right over here, and then we start our morning time. This is our homeschool area. We, of course, homeschool all throughout our house because we have a home of learning. But this is our round dining table. Like, subscribe, comment below with what you guys do for morning time, and welcome to my channel. I am a mom of 5. I have a 10, 8, 6, almost 6, and a 3.5-year-old and a almost 9-month-old. And we have been homeschooling for almost 2 years now, and it was a journey at first because I was super pregnant and sick, but now here we are, and this is what we do for morning time. So after the kids get their breakfast, I sit down here at the head of the table. It's a circle table. And I basically start with our calendar, and we sing the days of the week song and the months of the year song that we learned from Montessori back when our kids went to Montessori school. And then we write the date, and I write it up there in cursive. Today is February, blah, 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 with the year. And then I write the actual days for the older kids. And then what I do is I start out with this devotional. We're doing Jesus Calling. And then on some days when we have extra time, everyone's happy, they're fed, I go into our kindness devotional here. And then I read from this one as well. It's just a 1-pager. It's really nice because they're great conversation starters. And this one is also same thing. And then what I do is we are going through theology, and I really like this book because it goes into basically the Old Testament to the New Testament, what Jesus did, and Revelation and what is to come. So I really, really love this book, and I highly recommend it. Then I read a poem from Sing a Song a Season. This is a really nice one that a lot of homeschoolers use and seem to enjoy. This past year for our 2nd grader in her Timber Doodle kit, they included this poem book, and we haven't gone through this yet. We started this last year, I think the poem book around March or April. And so I'm gonna switch to this, and you guys, these pictures are so amazing. The illustrations are so cool. I mean, the other one is just as good. So here is this one here, and this one also has amazing illustrations. You guys, the kids love this one. And this is a nice gentle introduction to the classic poets. There's Robert Frost in here and lots of others. And then we basically go into what we're doing, either loop subject, we do the read aloud, and right now we're doing Clubhouse Mysteries. We're almost done with that one, and then we're gonna read Mouse Scouts, and I keep all those up here. I love having things right where I can reach them, otherwise I don't see it, and then I don't get it done. And so these are some other books that I want to cover when I have time. This one is Everyday Graces. So I brought the books over to show you, and these are the 2 missionaries that I want to cover for this month, and we will go through these after I've done a read aloud, and if Eden's sleeping or she needs me, then I'll go into these. This is my goal. And then I also got this the other day. I wanted to really, art is not one of my strong subjects. I like to color, I like to doodle, but anyway, I really want to do some of these projects. They're easy. Here's the Clubhouse Mysteries that we're using. This is another devotional that I have up here. I haven't gone through this one yet. I want to cover this one. It talks about grace. It's grace for every day. Every single morning I ask God, Lord, give me grace, and I feel like my kids also need grace. There are 5 of the kiddos, and we all need a little more grace, right? So I haven't gone through this one yet. I really want to. It's up here. It's on my list of things to do. Here I have a saint today. We haven't gone through this one either. This is up here, but I want to go through it. I don't necessarily want to go through it every day. It's kind of just when I have time, I feel like it, it's there, I can use it. And this one, same thing. Our hymns, our heritage. You guys, this is something, there's so many things homeschool moms, and I'm sure all moms, you want to do. You want to cover this, you want to cover that, and you're just like, there is not enough time in the day for me to do this. I want to teach my kids about composers. The composer book is right over there. I want to teach my kids about color theory. I want to teach my kids about engineering, about robotics, about, you know, why dolphins swim the way that they do, or why cows are the color that they are, or whatever, right? Like, you just want to teach your kids all the things. And so I feel like when I have these here, even though I haven't gone through them yet, they're on my list. They're right there. I can get it when I need to. So here, I really want to teach my kids history and where things came from, why we believe what we believe, and what's the story behind it. I know when I was younger, I wanted to know the why. Why do we have to do this? What's the point? Why do I need it? Why do I need to do this certain rule or have this certain restriction or have this boundary? Why does this happen? And so I just want them to know the why. Abigail was interested in this one here, and so I'm going to go through this one. She's already started reading some of this, and this is for the older kids when Eden's down and the boys are done with their school. This book here is History Quest, and we go through Story of the World about twice a week, and we cover 2 to 3, 4 chapters per week at the big dining table. We played on the record player. It's super fun, but I wanted to go through this read aloud when the kids are doing their art in the afternoons or their math or whatever. I wanted to read this to them while they're doing that. This next book, you guys, we randomly saw this on, I don't know what streaming services it was on, but The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse, and the only reason I wanted to see it is because Idris Elba was in it. And you guys, this book is so amazing. It's just like, oh no, you had a bad day, you fell down. Well, how can we help you? And everyone is a bit scared, said the horse, but we are less scared together. And you guys, this book is just filled with all sorts of, and just like the movie, it's so amazing. Well, we love you, whether you can fly or not, and it's amazing. We're almost halfway done with the book, and it's really amazing. Here we have Star Stories. We've only gone through a couple of these, and some of the illustrations are they're great, but one of my kiddos was like, oh, that's kind of scary. So I, pressed pause on it and, want to introduce that. This month we are going over some books for Black History Month, and so we are going through these as well. I'll link these down below. I'll link all the books down below. And so that is what we do for morning time. Again, everyday staple calendar, Jesus Calling, ology, and then our poems, and then I go into our read aloud, and then I'll do 1 or 2 of the other books, and then we basically go do our independent work. I start lessons with Samuel. I set him up with 2 to 3 works, and then I go put Eden down for a nap. I come back, I finish the lessons with the boys. If the girls have questions, I set them up with their work. I go over, hey, what do you have to do today? Do you have any questions? Get this done. And we do a weekly schedule for them, and then they're able to pace themselves. Okay, I have this much done. I have this much not done, and what else do I need to do? How can I plan my day? And I really want to give them that independence. And this is something that they taught in their Montessori school back in Seattle, and I just loved that it gave the kids an option of, you know what, I have to do 8 pages of math. Well, how many should I be doing every single day? If I take a break today from math and I do 4 pages tomorrow, is that going to be a lot of work for me? And so my kids are able to sort of experience with procrastination or just getting it done, you know what I mean? And so I will share a video soon about curriculum. And you guys, I really know that this is a lot for morning time. I get that. I'm not a perfect mom. I'm not a perfect homeschooler. We are not a perfect homeschool family, but these are all the things I do want to cover, just like the person that buys 18 books and they only read, the first chapter of every single book. It's okay. It's here, it's there, and we're gonna do what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be okay, and they're gonna get some learning in. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Like and comment, help me out with that YouTube algorithm, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.